Well, it is a time of year that can really make a lasting impact on people in our community through year-end giving. Shanesa Sauls is the president and CEO of Baltimore Community Foundation, and she is here to share how we can invest in the future of Baltimore. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me and happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. We're happy to have you on. So tell us a little bit more about Baltimore Community Foundation and your mission.
Okay, so quite simply, we're like having a party planner, but for giving. Baltimore Community Foundation, or BCF, is what we call ourselves, is the charitable foundation, and we were created for and by the people of Baltimore. We've been here for almost 50 years. So next year we'll be 50 years old. So I say we're still young and scrappy. Over those 5 decades, we've built relationships across the city and the region and developed a particular expertise about the best organizations to spotlight to support our communities. And I'll just say one more thing, that at a time when we're all seeking a light at the end of the tunnel and meaning and inspiration, BCF helps people discover meaningful giving to help Baltimore make it a better place.
I love that. And, at the end of the year, that is a lot of times what people are considering. They're thinking, how can we make it a better place? What can we do? I'm just wondering if you have any advice for those looking to invest in our city, especially in their year-end giving.
Right. So I love this question. We all have a lot to be grateful for. Now, I recognize that it's been a difficult stretch, 1 year, 2 years, lots of uncertainty and loss and grief. But at the same time, we still have a lot to be thankful for. So just make sure we're centering that as we think about the giving season. And I'm also just a strong believer in paying it forward. So here's some tips as you think about your year-end giving. First, it really has to start with something that's important to you, right? Think about those causes that you care about, those things that make you feel good. We all want cheerful and inspired givers. You could be inspired by a cherished loved one, whether that person is living or has passed away. And you might think about honoring that person's life and their legacy. So whether it is a local theater or a museum that they like to visit, or it's the food pantry or after school programs for young people, dog and animal shelters, or even immigration. I mean, we're at a time where immigration and refugee organizations really need our support. It could also be something that changed your life for the better. So for some of us, it's education. Okay. It's the neighborhoods that we're raised in. It could be homelessness, you name it. And BCF is here to connect you. We can connect you directly to the organizations, or you can give to one of our funds where our talented staff can direct the giving on your behalf. So that's
really nice too. Yeah, if you have an idea of the area in which you want to give, but not necessarily the organization, that is really nice to know that you can do that. What trends are you seeing in Baltimore's charitable giving?
Yeah. So I think I'd say 3, generally speaking. 1, impact. People want to know that their dollars, whether it's $50 or $500 or $1,000 or more, they really want to know that they're making a tangible impact. And what we're finding, particularly during the pandemic, is that people find that they need to give to different kinds of organizations. So they might give to a large organization that serves a lot of people in an entire region. And then around the same issue, say it's food access, they'll give to a smaller organization that has stable leadership, but really has kind of the strategy and their feet on the ground. And they'll give to that to make sure that it's directed giving. Mm-hmm. And then under the pandemic, we also found that people wanted to give to grassroots organizations, right? That those individuals could get to the nooks and crannies. So we encourage people to diversify your giving. Yeah. When I was growing up, my mother went to different stores for different kinds of food. And you can kind of think about your giving in the same way. Empathy is also a trend that we're seeing. People aren't giving out of guilt. They're not giving out of pity. They're giving out of the fact that that could be me. That could be my mother. That could be my brother. That could be my neighbor. That could be my friend. And they feel that it is, they're called upon in order to make a difference through their money. And so we love the fact that empathy is driving giving. And then the third, everyone is giving. There are lots of stories about billionaires giving millions and millions of dollars away. Yeah. That is true. But I'll tell you, locally, it's the small and mid-sized giver that's driving philanthropy.
Tell us a little bit more about just how people can get involved with the Baltimore Community Foundation and where people can go for more information on your foundation.
So we all live and work in Baltimore, and we love the city. All right. So there are a few different ways that you can connect with us. First, you can give us a call. Let's say you have a lot of money to give. You can give us a call, schedule some time with our donor services officer, and they will walk you through designing a plan, thinking about tax implications in concert with your financial advisor, and just helping you think through how you make the most measurable impact. Secondly, if you're not sure how to give, you just don't want to deal with it. Some people just don't want to deal with it. Pooled funds is the way to go. One of the things we loved about the COVID response is people said, look, I don't know. I just want to help. Here's some money. You and your talented staff can figure it out. And so there are two different ways, and there's really a door for anyone, no matter what amount that you have to give.
All right, Shanesa, thank you so much for being with us and for all the work that you do. We really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.